Hello, good day, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Dear Teachers, Uzioma Onyemekwe here with you. This is episode 3 of our new series, Strategies for Critical Thinking in the Classroom. Strategies for Critical Thinking in the Classroom. Now, critical thinking is not just for older learners. You can also apply critical thinking skills in the classroom where you have early years or where you have younger learners. All right, so we've talked about asking open-ended questions, you asking them questions, and the learners also asking you questions. All right, this is episode 3, and we want to talk about real world application. In other words, whatever you're doing in the class, whatever you're doing in teaching these learners, the concepts you're about to teach them, let it have relevance. Let it have relevance to real world. For instance, this nursery rhyme, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Alright, you're teaching them that nursery rhyme. You can ask them, why do you think Humpty Dumpty fell from the wall? You know, Humpty Dumpty is egg-shaped. This egg-shaped individual is very, very fat. All right, and he sat on the wall. You can ask them, why do you think Humpty fell from the wall? Okay, why do you think the king's men and all the horses, couldn't put Humpty together? Why? Do you think how do you think Humpty fell from the wall? Okay, these learners will because they just say this rhyme and go. But with this, you can bring in real life situations, real life scenarios. Okay, if you tell them, you know, when you're very, very, very fat, you now use it to teach them what it means to be fat and what it means to be slim. You tell them that movement might be difficult for you. You know, imagine climbing a wall and you're very fat. If it's someone that is slim, the person can just climb it easily. But you're very fat, you'll be you'll be puffing and huffing, trying to climb that wall, and then at the end you make it and you sit down on the wall and you're all smart that you've sat down. There, they now know the difference between one that is fat and one that is slim, because you're bringing in real life situation. Okay, it's a real life expectation, it's a real life scene. Okay, and then suddenly from nowhere, Humpty did not balance well because of his size, and suddenly, and you know, he's also egg-shaped. You can use that to teach them shapes as well. Okay, and then he did not know the egg shape is not it can't really balance well compared to square or rectangle. There you can bring in building blocks and show them that the square can really balance and sit properly, the triangle, the square and all that, but the circle and the sphere find it difficult to balance. You see, you're teaching two different concepts in one very short nursery rhyme. All right, and then he didn't balance well, and suddenly he lost his balance and he fell off the wall, and he so fell off that he broke into pieces, and it was so difficult. You can show them, use it to show them something that is difficult and something that is easy. It was difficult to put him back together again. All right, this, and as you're doing that, you now ask them, why do you think Humpty lost balance? Why do you think he fell off the wall? How do you think Humpty felt when everybody laughed? Okay, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. What do you think everybody did when Humpty fell? Some of them laughed, some of them, that is now their own answer. Some of them will give you answers as to they laughed. Some will say they said, "Oh." Some of them went to help him to get up, to put him back together. Some of them were laughing that he fell. Different answers are going to come out from all of them differently. But what I'm trying to say is that you're teaching these learners to think deeply. They will leave the surface of Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty had it, without thinking about it, and now go into a deeper strategy of now thinking, because you're trying to engage them. You're now engaging them. Their thought process will now go as to the struggle of climbing the wall. Even their thought process will go to what a wall is, whether the wall was too high or if the wall was low enough, and all that. And you ask them these questions, they also may ask you questions. As you're doing that, you are fostering critical thinking skills in your classroom, and the learners are acquiring these skills, and they will be able to apply it in real life. That is a 21st century strategy and a 21st century tool for you as a teacher. All right, critical thinking is very, very important. It's not just for life now, it's for life in the future for both the teacher and the learners. This is episode 3. I hope I've been able to give you something this afternoon as per value in this episode 3. Wait for me in the next episode, in our episode 4, as we continue to discuss on strategies for critical thinking in the classroom. Ciao.